I'm Daphne Quay, your Boss Lady Realtor here in Central Texas. And today we are going to be talking about the 5 most scenic places to visit in Austin. Hello. So like I said, we are going to be talking about the 5 most scenic places in Austin, Texas today. One misconception that I think a lot of times people have when they come to Texas is that we are just dry desert land and that there's nothing going on geographically. However, that could not be further from the truth. Austin is full of rolling hills, tons and tons of greenery. We have lakes, we have beautiful like canyons to look at. Like there's just so much. There's so much and it's so gorgeous. So today, what I wanted to do is put together my 5 top spots to go visit if you're looking to go look at some scenery. And before we start, I'm just gonna ask you to please subscribe to my channel and click the notification button so you get notified every time I do a video like this one. I do videos all the time about different neighborhoods in Central Texas, market conditions, and cool things to see and do in Central Texas. So these places I'm gonna tell you about are just really cool to see. They're not really in any order in particular. They're just spots that I thought would be cool to share with you. So let me begin. The first spot we're going to talk about is the Texas State Capitol, located right downtown on South Congress. So the Capitol is actually a really impressive building overall. There's a ton of history there. Let me just tell you some information that I found about the structure of the building. The Capitol's exterior walls are Texas red granite from Burnett County, which is like just north of Austin. And while the interior walls are made of Texas limestone. Side note, a lot of our homes have Texas limestone on the exterior. The roof, encompassing 85,000 square feet, is made of copper. That's a lot of square feet and that's a lot of copper. So if you look at the actual Capitol building, you'll see at the very top that there is a figure. I have a fact to tell you about that. So she is called the Goddess of Liberty. The statue on top of the state capitol is the Goddess of Liberty, and her very existence up there is said to make the Texas state capitol taller than the U.S. Capitol. Leave it to Texas to make it bigger and better. The second spot I want to talk about is Barton Springs Pool. Barton Springs Pool is so popular. So Barton Springs is like the crown jewel of Austin. People absolutely love going and hanging out there. I think passes to get there are about $5 for like the full day. Parking sucks though, so just like know that you have to get there early to get a good parking spot, or you'll probably end up walking like a while to get in. So some facts that I have on the Barton Springs pool. The pool itself measures 3 acres in size, and it's fed from the underground springs with an average temperature of 68 to 70 degrees. Which is so cold, especially if you go on a normal Texas summer day when it's like 95 or 110 degrees and you jump in this water and it's super cold, which is actually really, really refreshing. The water is like natural, it's pretty clean, and when you get in, it's like actually got a rock bottom. I remember one time I was there and I saw like a little like lizard guy like swim walking along the side of one of the walls. He was like this big, so cute. Anyway, the vibe there is super cool. People are super laid back. They're just so happy to be there. Everyone's just enjoying nature and the pool. And usually it's like people's days off when they're there. So really good vibes all around, so relaxing and just naturally beautiful. The third spot on my most scenic list is Mount Bonnell. I've actually talked about Mount Bonnell in other videos before. It is located in Northwest Austin and it's a very touristy spot, but even locals really enjoy going to Mount Bonnell. It's basically this little hiking trail. It's not like a full-fledged hike, so you're not gonna be out there for like hours trying to get to the top. It's like a 10-minute thing, maybe. You can also take the stairs to go directly to the top, or like a little hiking trail. Anyway, it's built on this cliff that overlooks the Colorado River as well as the 360 bridge. If you look down towards the bottom, you'll see these enormous mansions, like mega mansions. These homes are like 40,000 square feet, more or less. I think one or two of them have a helicopter landing pad. So all of it is absolutely glorious. So you look down, you see these mansions, you look across the river, and there's more rolling hills with mansions kind of like sprinkled throughout. And then if you keep looking west, you can see the 360 bridge as well. Mount Bonnell is super romantic. Lots of people have gotten engaged there. Lots of times I'll go there and I'll see like couples having a picnic and like having a romantic evening and watching the sunset. And it's just really nice. I also see a lot of families there. Lots of folks just out like walking their pups, trying to get some exercise. Super scenic. It's very clean. It's just such a lovely area to be. And like so many other places in Austin, every time I've been there, I just feel like everybody's so happy and just like relaxed and grateful to be there. I've talked about the Oasis before in other videos. So basically the Oasis is this 5-story restaurant that's built on a cliff overlooking Lake Travis. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. You go in and like you can choose to, I think you can choose to dine in different areas. I know different like floors of the Oasis are reserved for different types of events. It's typically super busy, like always, especially during like the spring and summer months because it's so beautiful, but it gets especially packed during the evening hours when the sun's about to set. It is literally the best place in Austin to see a sunset. You're overlooking the water, you're overlooking some beautiful mansions. People are having so much fun there. The food's okay. It's gotten a lot better in the last couple of years, but you're definitely going for the atmosphere, ambiance, and the scenery. The 5th spot on my list is Lady Bird Lake, which is located literally right in the middle of downtown. So personally, I like to start or like park kind of like at the Long Center, which is one of our like big event centers, big venues, I guess. It's a good place to park. There's generally like a decent amount of parking there. And then you just hop on the trailhead. You can go for a run over there. I see people running, biking, walking their dogs. I see families out and about for the day. Lady Bird Lake is also really good for kayaking. You can rent a kayak, canoes, or paddle boards, or you can take your own. And it's so peaceful and so beautiful. And this year so far, every time I've been, the water has been super clean. Another cool thing is if you end up going in the middle of summer when it's really hot outside, when you're in the water, there's a really nice breeze and the water's a little bit cooler. So it's really comfortable. You don't feel like you're like sweating and burning up and getting super sunburnt, which I mean, you can, so use sunblock, but it's really comfortable. And I cannot emphasize how friendly the people are there. Every time I've been there on a paddleboard, somebody shows up with a big like Bluetooth speaker and they've got music jamming, and it's like you can have like a mini party with some random person for a little bit, or you can just like lay out there and let your paddleboard or kayak take you wherever it may and relax and enjoy the beautiful nature. Also, as you go kind of across the river, if you head west, there's a bunch of like mansions literally built into the cliff, and they are just so cool to look at. They're just like right there. It's a really great place to go to recharge, to relax, and to really enjoy the beautiful scenery that Austin has to offer. So that's it, you guys. Those are my top scenic places in Austin proper. If you have questions about any of them, or maybe you have ideas for other places I should mention in future videos, leave a comment at the bottom. I really love hearing from you guys. I'm Daphne Quay, your Boss Lady Realtor. If you're thinking about relocating to the Austin area, or if you're thinking about selling a home in the area, feel free to reach out. You can call me, text me, email me, or send me an Instagram DM, whatever works for you. If you're thinking about making a move, I got you.